Hello and welcome to the News Radar. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is facing mounting pressure at home following the signing of a controversial bill that has sparked the largest wave of protests in Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion began in 2022. The law, criticized by civil society and opposition voices, is said to weaken the country's key anti-corruption bodies institutions that have been central to Ukraine's post-Maidan reform efforts. Despite the backlash, President Zelensky insists that Ukraine's main anti-graft agencies will remain fully operational. He also convened a high-level meeting with top security and anti-corruption officials earlier today, stressing that while Ukraine must continue the fight against corruption, Russia remains the nation's only enemy. Protests erupted across the country, with the largest taking place in the heart of Kyiv. Demonstrators voiced frustration that the government might be compromising democratic values and transparency principles they fought to protect throughout the war. Many Ukrainians are now asking, is this what we've been risking our lives for? Meanwhile, in Istanbul, Russian and Ukrainian delegations are preparing for a fresh round of ceasefire negotiations. The talks, proposed by Zelensky over the weekend, are set to begin in just a few hours. This comes after former U.S. President Donald Trump issued a public warning to Russia, threatening severe sanctions if a ceasefire isn't reached within 50 days. Still, expectations for any breakthrough remain low. Russia has already signaled that these discussions will be extremely difficult. According to a monitoring correspondent reporting from Istanbul, the delegations remain unchanged, and so do the sticking points. Ukraine is seeking a ceasefire and a direct meeting between President Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Russia, however, is pushing to revisit a memorandum from earlier negotiations in June 1 that Kyiv has flatly rejected, viewing it as a de facto demand for surrender. So far, previous rounds of talks have only produced limited results, mainly prisoner exchanges and the return of thousands of fallen soldiers' remains. Analysts say similar small humanitarian agreements are the most likely outcomes this time as well. As Ukraine faces a critical moment both at home and abroad, the path to peace remains uncertain, and the unity of the nation's war-weary public is now being put to the test. We will continue to bring you new updates as more information becomes available. Stay with us for the latest updates.